There you go. So this is how I feed the 10-week-old litter. They are all right around 2 pounds. 3 of them are a little over 2 pounds, and this is the runt here. We call her Saginaw. She is under 2 pounds, just under. So they're 10 weeks old by their teeth, but by their size and weight, they're pretty small because they had a really rough start. So you can tell when a kitten is starting to get ready to not have so much milk by watching them eat. And if you hear a lot of sucking and slurping, then they're still sort of better equipped for a liquid diet. They basically curl their tongue like a little straw and they actually suck up the milk. So this guy here, this is the only male, and we call him Lansing. He's going right for the kibble. And the kibble it does have more calories. It is a, smarter source of food for a kitten that started off basically starving and is trying to catch up. So if they're still really weak and tiny, then kibble's harder for them to eat, but these kittens are fine eating it now. I'm not ready to give it to them exclusively yet until they really catch up a little bit more, but the fact that he's going for the kibble before the milk means he's doing really well. And I'm still supplementing with canned food and milk just so it's easier on their bellies and for when they're a little too tired or small to just break down the kibble exclusively. So you can kind of watch them and see who's, like this is the next biggest kitten. We call her Lilana or Lila. She's concentrating on both. She's actually lapping and using her tongue to get the milk and not just sucking it. And she's getting some meat with it. And this is the smallest one. We call her Saginaw. She is doing both as well. And it sounds like this was originally the sickest kitten, and she was the runt. And she very quickly grew past Saginaw, leaving Saginaw to be the runt. But she's still pretty much just sucking up the milk. You can see in there a little bit. She's curling her tongue like a straw and just sucking the milk. So once it gets to the point that I serve them, and there she goes. Once they start really going for the meat or the canned food, and then they leave some milk, then I'll know it's time I can cut back on the milk and just start giving them canned food a lot more. And we're almost there. I think over the next 2 weeks or so, I won't have to keep giving them quite as much milk. And the goal is to get them on the free feeding kibble, which I'm already doing, and then just one can of food, not one actual can, one serving of canned food daily instead of the twice daily mixed with milk like I'm doing right now. So that's where this 10-week-old litter is at with feeding, and that's the progression and mixture and type of food that I always do with all the litters I foster.